Okay, we're at Musikfest 2014 with the Billy Bauer Band. It's after 7 o'clock at night. First question, are you guys drunk yet? It's Musikfest, it had to be asked.
Have to drive?
Not yet.
I'm very
Not yet.
Nope, not at all.
Okay, I had to ask that one.
If you do that, you're going to play a horrible show.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Go ahead. So yeah, it's just because of the local slang term for Musikfest is Beer Fest. I had to ask
You
that.
got it. And there was all that beer at later plots, but I was trying to get the people to go there and not drink quite that much.
So you guys have been doing this the Musikfest for 5 years, okay?
Yes. 5 years, and I think it's about, what, 7 shows? Because we're lucky, like I'll play acoustic with Chris, and Steve joined us this year on the cello at later plots. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think
Now,
5 years.
I'm gonna
long years of nothing but torture. No joking. It's good times.
I'm gonna switch this around a little bit. My review criteria. This is gonna be a little strange. It's gonna be a chance for a band to actually like gauge the audience and everything. How do you think the audience responded to the band throughout the show? Considering the fact that there were people here that were not familiar with the band and from other states and other areas.
They were great.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, considering we were just playing originals, we weren't even giving them something to do.
Yeah.
Responded with energy and enthusiasm. Yeah, we threw in
You threw in my favorite, the way you guys do it. Watchtower.
Oh, thanks so much.
You guys, I've told people, the way you guys do it, you give a whole new meaning to that song the way you play that.
I wish I could say that I'm taking credit, but I'm not. It's like, that's a Dave Matthews Band rendition of All on the Watchtower. So I can't take, we do play it differently though, we definitely do, but that credit goes to Dave for redoing that one.
Okay, now for Musikfest, you have a larger amount of people than any normal show, okay? You have people from other states and even other countries. Is there any like additional kind of like preparation that a band would use or you guys use to get up on a stage? Or is it just kind of like, you know, okay, this is another show for us and you do the same thing?
No, we actually prepare like much better than, you know, like a bar gig or something. You know, we'll put a lot more preparation, practice, rehearsing effort, you know, into this. So we hope it showed, you know.
Yeah, it did.
There were things we practiced.
You can say something. I mean, come on, there's 4 people standing
He's always a
here.
quiet guy. There's always that one guy who's a little...
You know, I used to be like that until I started the magazine. And I was just like, you know what, screw it.
Yeah, you want to say anything?
You know, I mean, set list is important too.
Set list is important. We put a lot of time into the set list, and like, set lists it's a funny thing. Like, you want to like, it's like, okay, so we had an earlier slot this year, so it's like, should we play some of our better stuff in the beginning,
Yeah.
or later, middle, or later? But it turned out we had a really good crowd the whole way through. A lot of
It didn't matter what time.
Yeah, we got really lucky.
Yeah, because I thought,
It was a great crowd.
I just thought of something else with the crowd. At Musikfest, more than any other time, you have no idea what the crowd's going to be like. It could be older people, it could be younger people. So it's like this more than any other time, or except for like in another festival. But it's like normally like at a normal local gig, or even one out of the area, it's smaller. You can kind of judge the crowd right off. So
I think we do a good job. Like, I don't know what you guys think, but I think we appeal to a wider age group. Like, I
Yeah.
think, like 8th graders dig our stuff.
Yep,
and then, like,
it's,
I had an
toddlers to grandparents.
I had this seriously. I had a guy come up to me, like, I'm watching my great grandchild all the time, and I'm like, this is awesome. So, you know, we appeal, I guess, to a wider age group. So
Okay.
I love playing Musikfest. Personally, this is our showcase.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Bethlehem. Were you? Pretty much. Close enough.
I was born in that small town that somehow still exists called Copley. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's it, man.
So yeah, you know, it's and believe it or not, before I started the magazine, the first time I lived up here, I was at Musikfest one time,
Yeah.
and this is my 2nd year in a row. So
Musikfest is one of the best. I mean, where you're going to find a lot of
They
talented acts for free.
say it's the biggest free festival. It is.
yeah,
Biggest, free music festival.
I just have 2 more quick questions, and we'll wrap this up. You guys got to go, and I got to take off. First one, I stated in one of my articles before Musikfest started that with the music, it's two swords with the same edge. It has a chance for all the local bands to be seen from people around the world, and it has it gives the people who live here a chance to see bands. This may be the only time they'll ever see them in their lives. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh, definitely. Never know. I think that's one of the best things about Musikfest is it incorporates local talent and world talent. You know, like
Yeah, sure. They definitely take care of their own. All the bigger acts around here generally get to play.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
right,
You're in.
yeah.
For us, they're nice enough to ask us to come.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of the fact that like that maybe they should start making a little bit of time for like the smaller acts and the new bands to kind of get the same exposure and things like that? Would you guys agree with that? I mean, you don't have to answer that, you know?
I personally don't. I mean, I think honestly that Musikfest and Arts Quest does a very good job of getting so many local acts in. And
Yeah.
we've always been really lucky, but at the same time, like, we work hard. This is like what we do. We take it very seriously, and you know, we were on that side
Yeah.
at one point.
I just-
we learn a lot. You gotta have thick skin in this music industry. And,
Yeah.
I think Arts Quest, the people at Arts Quest have a tough job.
They have a very tough
picking
job.
who to bring to Musikfest each year because
It's not easy.
There's so many talented groups, talented people out there that how can you narrow it down?
Yeah.
They do a really, really good job of, you know, rotating, you know, out of town groups,
Exactly.
and keeping, you know, the local people like us, fortunately, each year. Like,
Yeah.
It's not an easy
so
job,
tough.
and then, like, people are like, oh, why didn't you get this band in? Like, people, I think there's a lot of people that don't realize the amount of coordinating from their aspect that goes into even bringing in like touring bands and stuff
Right.
like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they got to be coming through the area at a certain time, and it's like, you know,
Yeah.
this area is very lucky to have a band like Craig Thatcher, you know, to step in there and really feel like such a huge spot. For like CC Top going down, I mean, you know.
I'll explain my expression later, but we'll talk about that's for off the camera. Here's the final question. It's nothing to do with music. For every year, because people, I'm actually going to be using, you know, my articles this year and from last year to promote Musikfest next year.
Sure.
For people out there who are coming in for the weekend or for next year Musikfest, what advice would you give them?
People coming in.
For people coming into Musikfest, like what kind of advice would you give them in general?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He should speak first. When he speaks, it's very important. You start this off.
You gotta bring 2 bugs. 2 bugs. Listed. They go quick.
Yes, they do. The beer goes quick. I love it. What were you going to say? Now I interrupted you. Now you don't even know.
No, it could be about seeing bands. It could be about anything. What advice? Just general advice.
Come early because parking is chaos. Even if you're a musician, it's a busy festival with a lot of people every night. So, you know,
At about 20 minutes on the arrival time.
add 20 minutes on the arrival time all the time.
and keep an open mind because, like, even if something you thought you might not like, just go to it.
Yeah.
Just check out every band, no matter what genre it is. Keep an open mind. You'll discover someone awesome.
And if you're a new band, you're going to get in front of an amazing crowd for the most part. And
That was one
be
of
as
the
kind as
pluses
you can to the sound guy.
That was one of the pluses about now incorporating the sound side.
Yeah. And if I may add, what you guys brought up about the traffic, if I may add one thing, don't expect to like be able to move fast walking through Musikfest because the foot traffic, there's as many traffic jams walking through it as there are. You know, and you never hear that traffic report. So thanks a lot, guys, for your time. I appreciate it. Great show, and this is my first time seeing the full band. Fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank